Hi, America. Eddie Marcus here. Look, before I retire tonight, I wanted to have a word with you. It is time we have change. I mean, real change. The past several years, if anybody have ever been deceived, that is no excuse any longer. For in those several years, we have gotten a chance to see evil work at its highest order. We have seen it all. And it didn't just start the several years ago, it's been a reality since the beginning of time. But most recently, we saw it when we saw George Floyd murdered. It was just a sign of all the stuff that's been going on all along. But that, and still, some people were upset with it, and then finally, a cop got busted for doing that murder. That was just one little piece. But, ladies and gentlemen, you listen. It is time for change. It is time for real change. Do you recall a few years ago, a man tried to take over this country? An evil man, a man who perpetrated lies and deception and cons, tried to take over this country. And do you know that as he made those efforts to do that, the kind of support that he got the support from people who were in Washington there to protect the interest of other people in various cities and towns and states. They who were supposed to protect these people in these other locations were getting behind this evil lie. And they began to propagate lies and deception, whatever it took, as if they had been mesmerized or something. And what happened? All over the country, you saw governors, people who say they were in positions of power, who decided that they were going to get behind these lies and deception. You saw senators, you saw representatives by the hundreds who supported these lies and still support these lies. You saw people running for office so that they can go out and lie and see if they can come and tell better lies to we, the American people. Don't you think it's time for a real change? Well, I want to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The way we've been trying to pursue change, we will never get it that way. You see, you might say, well, we need to have a society where everybody can exist. They got a choice. No. When you start talking about hellishness and screwing over people, no, that door should be slammed on anybody that want to come through it. We should have the kind of life that we can all be proud of. A life that we're all able to stand up for. We shouldn't be falling in line with guys like this, senators, lawyers, just up lying like it's nothing. And then you know where it leads to. You see what Russia's doing to other countries. That's murder, just straight up murder, bombing people's houses and buildings where people, school kids, whatever, doesn't make any difference. They're just murdering. And you think they're doing this because they're that evil, ladies and gentlemen? There's a big evil going around this world. It's not just America. You saw it, America. You got a picture of it. You got a glimpse of it here in America, but it's just a teardrop in the sea of waters. Because that's all over this country and all over this world. And every God that you've been studying, every Lord that you've been preaching about, every super power in the name of love that you've been talking about hasn't done a thing as far as equating a situation where we can basically, seemingly be doing something. We're doing nothing. If they say we were going to hell, we headed there fast. And you don't have to. The truth will save you, but you're rejecting the truth. You know what the truth is. What is it that you want? You're looking for something that these evil powers cannot give you. What do you think Trump can give you? Well, you see what he's giving people: prison time while he walks around. Well, I'm just not knocking him because it's not Trump. It's the evil that uses Trump. It's the evil that's out there threatening people today, talking about taking over. They got nothing to offer, but they want to take over. What are they talking about? What's the motivation? Power and money. Life, what is life? Power and money. What is power? Power is manipulating, controlling people, making them move when you want to move, whether they want to or not. What is money? Money is the tool that buys support. You get the money, you come over. Don't get to argue with me. Just come over and get the money. That's why you got millionaires and multimillionaires and billionaires. And you got guys who playing ball making millions of dollars. Why? Because they come over and they support the status quo. And the hell that goes around that other people have to go through every day continues. Why? Because nobody got time to play for that. They're so busy working, trying to make sure that they can stay above the fray. It's time we have change, ladies and gentlemen. It's time we have changed because what we have seen, we understand. And I promise you, if we don't make real change, the true God that created the whole universe, as far as I have been guided to say, will allow you to have your way. And it's no fun, ladies and gentlemen. It's no fun not having a career. It's no fun not having a place to stay. It's no fun not having food to eat. It's no fun being denied education and health care and other things that other people like to do. You can't do anything. Why? Because you're on the other end. We need change, real change, and we need it now. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, those who represent evil, they're speaking loud. They are killing, they're threatening. And they don't mind going to jail. They even telling you. And the mouthpiece out there that's leading is still out here. The system has propped him up, letting you know that he's above the law. That's why it continues. And you know what happens when it continues? It grows. It's putting gasoline on the fire. It grows. It grows. And I'm trying to tell you something that nobody's lighting. You can't start talking about, well, we got to stop this. No, you don't worry about trying to stop that. What you do, you got to offer something so much better, so fantastic that people don't have time to think about that deception and those lies and stuff. Life is too good for you worrying about that. What can you do for me over here lying, cheating, stealing, and killing that I can't have for myself free? Well, if I didn't know, I would go along with you. In my ignorance, in my blindness, in my dumbness, I'll go along with you. But now I've seen the light. I know the light shines. And I know exactly what shining light does. It opens up your mind, show you what you've never seen before. Well, it's time for change, ladies and gentlemen. I just thought I'd share that with you before I go to bed tonight. Having done that, I want to say good night, pleasant dreams.